It's just a distant hometown ballad that a father left for his daughter with no profound meaning, no wonderful wisdom, no transcendent truth. There is a transcendent truth. It's called love. It is a sign of love that you wouldn't understand. You mathematical freak. Why are you so hot? Okay, we're going to Chapter 5, Part 3, Treasure Box. Miss Morson's personal notebook.
Hold on.
So for context, these are the people that we fought last time, like when they said, oh, it's an ambush, be careful and whatnot. Now these are the people that we were fighting, so I was wrong. I remembered wrong last time. We didn't attack Manus Vindicte here. We attacked these people.
It was a misunderstanding, Timekeeper. We attacked to defend ourselves. We are not the enemy. We are the investigators from the Foundation. These are our IDs.
Yeah, we attacked our own. Miss Moisson carefully takes her IDs and nods her head.
The base has been deserted long ago, right? What's the purpose of the investigation now?
The outside world has been reversed to 1913. We are here to collect the lost scientific devices from the 1970s.
Science and technologies are regressing rapidly due to the storm. Those old devices, which used to be outdated, have become valuable to us.
I see. Do you mind us investigating this place? It won't be long.
Sure. We are glad to give you a hand if you need it, Timekeeper.
Good. I have some questions about the base, and I wonder if you may help.
So it was just
Oh.
a mistake. Back to treasure hunting now?
Sorry. She quickly starts talking to the investigators as if they have been long acquainted. Regulus swaggers into the base, inspecting the dusty boxes one by one.
Let's see what Zeno and Laplace have left here. Infrared shotgun. Oh, Magalev auto feeder. Cato calibrator. Oh my god! And a full box of Laplace's military chocolate. Vertin! Come check it out! This is all good stuff. Solid MREs. Ahem. This pirate with a heart of gold wouldn't mind tasting it for you.
Go ahead.
I don't mean to rain on your parade, but even dogs won't eat those things. It makes Alitia's excrement smell better in comparison.
Oh.
That being said, to the best of this apple's knowledge, canine animals shouldn't have consumed any food which contains theobromine anyhow.
Okay.
Then can I have it or not?
Are you a dog?
There is nothing to be worried about, since the captain is not an animal of the Canidae family.
Oh.
Well said, as befits the first mate of mine.
Regulus happily lifts the small supply box that is placed on the chocolates.
Wait a second, Regulus. Show me the thing in your arms.
Why? What do you want? Feel like my chocolate now?
No, the supply box. It has my name on it.
Regulus lets out a gasp and the wooden box in her hand lurches forward.
Oh, true. Are there any other Vertin in the Foundation?
As far as I know, no one is called by that name but me.
Lilia squints her eyes and knocks at the solid edge of the box.
Looks like an ordinary wooden box. But these ordinary boxes are always the most dangerous.
Not far away from them, Miss Moisson is still talking to the investigators and hasn't noticed what is happening here.
So, turns out we did find something useful in this treasure hunt. It even has Vertin's name on it, like a celebrity autograph. A treasure indeed.
Regulus, wait, don't!
No one can stop a pirate from opening her fresh trophy!
Regulus immediately opens the box. Miss Radio! Her first glimpse is a blue flower that stands out in the surroundings. Then she hears a bizarre static noise.
News of the day. The outcasts held the 11,231st pep rally in the Mammoth Cave, Kentucky. They eventually unanimously passed the principle of dozing in spring, relaxing in summer, slacking off in autumn, and hibernating in winter. Practical Modern Incantations has now been reissued for the 77th time. We are now at the end of the 20th century. This book still remains the #1 book on the list of most regretful purchase on Classic Score by The New Yorker. Biographer Erd has recently published her latest travel notes, Roaming in a Peyron, which has started a new round of craze for traveling in the Aegean Sea region.
This part here made me think that the island that 37 and co are on, it was inspired by the island of Calypso, because in Homer's Odyssey, Odysseus found it by accident, if I remember well. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know if anyone ever returned from it. So I thought, has anyone who's been in this story's island before returned to where they came from? But if this biographer mentioned it, in his travel notes, he probably went there and returned, so it's possible.
The chief editor of The Voice of the Millennium strongly recommends this book, praising it to be the literary reproduction of the romantic, elegant, and classical dreams, a glimpse at the golden era. Among them, criticisms abound. The Babylonian Review issued a warning that the author's observation of the Apollo star was fatally inaccurate. Self-driving tourists can easily get lost in the Gorgon current backwash if they do not correct their direction by 3.14 degrees on the Ford Sextant Model T.
Yeah, this is what I meant. So this is what I'm talking about. It was mentioned that they have the Gorgon current close to the island, so it's like Bermuda Triangle, I guess, that you cannot go there because you will die. So even if somebody wanted to go there for vacation, there is high chance that if they make a mistake, you're gonna die, so yeah, it's not easy to get there.
Time for late night news.
What? End of the 20th century? Voice of the Millennium? Is this radio broadcasting news in 1999?
Just as I suspected.
She puts away her usual smile, the glowing light of a spell gathering at her fingertips.
Since Timekeeper hasn't reported the time of this era to the Foundation, you two, as the Foundation's investigators, shouldn't have known what year this is.
Ooh. In front of her, the fog parts, revealing two familiar figures. Oh, they were fake!
In such pouring rain, time is the best proof of identity.
Ha! I get it. Not a bad plot.
Miss Morzon, watch your six. Let us help you.
That's why I remember we were fighting Manus Vindicta, because it was revealed later. When the fog is cleared, the enemies are gone. There's nothing else to be seen in the valley except for the supply boxes scattered on the ground.
Didn't expect them to be clever enough to disguise themselves as the Foundation's investigators. They sure have learned a thing or two.
The era of 1929 only lasted for 2 days. The frequent change of time muddles work and responsibilities in the Foundation, which in turn caused some chaos within it. Luckily, Miss Morzon noticed the signs of it at the beginning.
Timekeeper, please take a look at this box. I'm afraid this is what they came here for.
Miss Morzon turns aside, revealing the newly opened supply box in front of her. Is that their machine? Unlike the long abandoned Laplace instruments, it is not yet soaked in the rain and mist here.
This is the Manus Marsh they used to stay immune to the storm.
So this one was interesting to me because they say they came there for the mask. So if it was Manus Vindicta that was making the masks, then why would they go specifically for this mask? Like, is there something special about it? Or were the masks not even made by Manus Vindicta? Perhaps somebody else did. Maybe we will later find, the creator of it or something. Because this one didn't look that much like their masks. If you see when they wear their masks, they have dripping black goo. This one seemed clean. And I know that the black goo is Arcana's power, and it kind of brainwashes everyone who wears it to follow the orders of the Manus. But what if the initial form doesn't have the goo and somebody else made it. Interesting. Let's go to 4. Time to set sail.
I will explain all of these as briefly as possible.
Mesmer. I like Mesmer.
Good news. The analysis report on the mask you submitted to the Scientific Computing Center is now available, Timekeeper. We found the same component in it as the raindrop from the storm.
That's how it becomes immune to the storm. It's already inside.
This is a component named asymmetrical nuclide R by the Scientific Computing Center. Its name comes from the bifurcation structure it presents under the Arcanum imaging. The Scientific Computing Center has also run some tests on the samples of the raindrops you previously submitted. After removing all water, mud, human hair, and dandruff within, the remaining unanalyzable component is what we called asymmetrical nuclide R.
What a familiar name.
Yes, the expedient, she boarded the first half of it to make the answer to the 3 questions. Mesmer Jr. doesn't pay attention to her mom.
But it disappeared right away, and we only have a photo of it. Fortunately, we extracted the stable form of it from the Manus mask. It might be the key to staying immune to the storm.
Does that mean it'll be possible for the Scientific Computing Center to develop protective gears which are immune to the storm? Like the Manus does?
Seems to be so. A credit to you.
I've heard there's some stuff in the new stable version of an old gameplay that we have now that mentions some stuff about Mesmer's parents, and I'm so into doing that, but I have to wait because I kind of want to try doing it with you guys. Mesmer is another very well written character, and I see many people hating her, but yeah, I will explain myself when we get to her part of the story.
The whole center is crazy about it, and I am responsible for passing along the good news on behalf of my fatigued colleagues, who stayed up all night and suffered from neurasthenia.
Mesmer passes on my heavy leathered books.
We need more samples. This is a sampling device for asymmetrical nuclide R. It's the one and only. The manual is in the interlayer.
I'll be careful. Thank you, Mesmer.
Don't be. I'm just delivering this for someone else.
This is the first time she has seen her since waking up. Pay attention to this part now. You will get one of the hints why I'm saying what I'm saying about Mesmer.
How do you feel now? I'm sorry about what happened in the rehab center.
I'm good. It just helped me further verify some factual information about Arcanists. It's just... I thought you weren't one of them, Vertin.
If you played chapter 3 and you didn't get this part, I don't know what to tell you. I will analyze it some other day. Mesmer adjusts her cufflinks and quickly walks away. At the same time, the first assistant rushes from the other side of the corridor.
I just heard some spirit-lifting news at the hall. Phenomenal achievement, Timekeeper.
Sonetta's face brightens with sheer delight. She has changed back into her familiar attire.
It's a tremendous breakthrough in our fight with Manus Vindictae. Everyone at the headquarters is cheering. Although, I don't know what this component really is. Is it a kind of ritual? Or a unique substance?
Probably substance.
That'll be the next thing to find out in our investigation, I think. Manus Vindictae always has more information on the storm and how to be immune to it. We've been trying our best to keep up with their progress. Fortunately, now we have another direction.
Oh, and these are the files you asked me to search for.
Sonetta hands out a stack of magazines with yellowing covers, each corner carefully flattened.
Luckily, the SPDM library has every single issue of Global Arcane Geography since the 1960s. Also, Miss Sotheby accepted your request.
Thank you, Sonetta. With these files and the help of Regulus, that should be enough.
The figures of the big names are moving between piles of paperwork. And someone is in big trouble.
Ha ha! Yeah, go on. What else do you get except for playing dumb? You cunning flower-headed tin box.
I had totally forgotten about this.
Speak! Tell us what you know. Like, what were you doing in the Elitiao's base?
In what way are you associated with Manus Vindictae? And who put you in that box which has Vertin's name on it?
I have no idea.
I'ma pull your screws out, speak! Aww. The rocking pirate advances while her hostage slowly retreats. Till she knocks into someone more callous.
And those ridiculous radio programs. End of the 20th century. Voice of the millennium and roaming in a pyren. Don't waste our time. Otherwise, we have no choice but bathe you with this bottle of vodka.
The fact she's willing to waste vodka to torture her? Miss Radio should be feeling special.
Jeez, do you really mean that? Anything less cruel?
Formalin, of course. I never waste my drinks.
I had forgotten about that, okay.
Yeah, that's more like it.
The kidnappers smile grimly.
But I really don't know anything. I'm just the receiver of signals. Please believe me.
If anything, I think she was put there against her will. Like if Manus had put some tracking device inside her, she probably doesn't know.
When I woke up, I was already in that box.
See? So maybe they just captured her. I don't know. I don't even know how Miss Radio is created, by the way. I haven't read her story, nor have I opened her friendship extra parts. So I don't know how she's made, if she's made by Manus or by somebody else, but she doesn't seem to have a side. So anyone could pick her up and do whatever they want to her, and she wouldn't be able to defend herself, even though I think she has some pretty okay powers.
This interrogation won't get us anywhere. Laplace didn't detect any unusual arcane marks on her.
Yeah, because if there's anything inside her, it's going to be, a chip, machine, not something arcane related.
But she was there with those Manus pawns in that base. Say anything you want, she will still be a solid suspect.
Yes, I understand what you mean. But for now, the evidence can't support our speculation. A field trip may be helpful, I guess. What's your plan? Will you come? I've informed Madame Z. This will be the first official field mission of our team. Sotheby and Druvis are still on leave. They will not take part in this action, while Miss Morzon will stay put in the Foundation's headquarters as our contact.
Wait, a field mission? Didn't we just come back from that Elitial base? Besides, where is this field?
The Apollo star we just heard about means the sun. The Ford Sextant Model T is an arcane device produced in the early 19th century. The Scientific Computing Center has one of those as a part of their collection.
The Ford Sextant Model T, wait a second, is an arcane device produced in the early 19th century, and we have one in our collection.
The Gorgon current is mostly created in the Aegean Sea, near the Balkan Peninsula. I remembered an Arcanum magazine in the 1970s had a detailed article about this and introduced the circulating current. I read it in the periodical room in SPDM. The current will be flowing backwards every time the Earth is at aphelion and perihelion. This is also known as the current reversal, which is on the 3rd day of January and July this year, and the time in the outside world is January the 1st, 1914.
Are you saying that all those broadcasts are leading us to an actual place? Why? I thought we'd have a nice break after this.
Regulus, you've been longing for a ship, haven't you? What if I tell you that I've got you one?
Now, hold on a second. Come to think of it, it wasn't the flower-headed radio thingy who tricked me into the Aegean Sea. It was Vertin. Watch out! The big waves!
Блять, this is enough! SU no ledin yet!
Wait, Lilia! Are you sure about taking off in such stormy weather?
This isn't a normal storm. Something is attacking us from the ocean! I need to pull it out! You guys go study that whatever instruction right now.
It's not good to drink right now, but okay. The Red 38 rocket takes off and speeds across the sky like a shooting star.
Haha, I finally got you. Damn bastard. It's my turn.
And that's it for this video. We did it all, finished 37's story, and we did 2 parts of chapter 5. Next time, as you can see, we're finally meeting 37 in the chapter as well. But yeah, that will do next time. So what are we doing next time? We will do 2 of these, I guess. Perhaps 3, we'll see. And then I'm thinking we could do inspiration from the proofs together. I don't know what it is though. I don't know if it's a story or not. I haven't touched it because it had lots of time for me to check it out. And then we might consider this that I mentioned has a part of Mesma's story, and this one, this character story thing, because I'm so curious about Charaday's character. But yeah, that's all for today, and that's the program ahead. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you enjoyed the story. What else? The characters, yeah. If you did, please do consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.